Welcome students, myself Pukrajay Rahul, and today we have to learn about the mathematics class 9. Okay, so we have to learn about the standard 9th chapter 2 polynomials. As per the previous lecture, we already learned about the polynomial. Okay, and in the polynomial we already learned about the zeros of the polynomial. Okay, in the zeros of the polynomial we already learned about the linear equation, quadratic equation and cubic polynomial. After that we are learned about the Middleton factorization method and remainder theorem and factor theorem. Okay, in the factor theorem we have to check that given polynomial g of x is a factor or not of the p of x. Okay, g of x is a one of the polynomial is a factor or not of the p of x. We are taking p of x equal to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1, and we have to take x equal to x minus 1. Here is my g of x is equal to x minus 1. So in this case, in the factorization method, we already learnt about that when we take value of x from the g of x, when we take value of x from g of x, that is here my value is 1 for the x. Now when we take value from the g of x and putting them the p of x, okay, and taking in the p of x, then we find that remainder that is equal to 0. Okay, or we find that remainder that is not equal to 0. Okay, in first case, if we find remainder equal to 0, in first case if we find remainder comes 0, then what we say, g of x is a factor of p of x. Okay, then in second case if remainder not comes with 0, then in this case what should we write? We write that g of x is not a factor of p of x. Okay, so we already learned the factor theorem to check p of x or g of x is a factor or not of the p of x using remainder theorem. Okay, in the quadratic equation or quadratic polynomial we factorize them using Middleton splitting method. Now in the cubic polynomial we are using factor theorem to factorize them. Okay, so let's start. Here in your page, here you have to see that there are two possibilities of the question to factorize the polynomial. First case that is only p of x are given. Only p of x are given. And in the second case, that is P of x and G of x, both of them are given. Okay, so we have to see both of them. Okay, now first we see second case. We are doing second case. In that case, P of x and G of x, both of them are given. Okay, so my question is, factorize x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 10 if it's given that x plus 2 is a factor. Okay, here that is given that x plus 2 is a factor of the given polynomial P of x. Okay, this is the case of the second case. In that case, you should always given that P of x and G of x. Okay, here compulsory given that P of x and G of x in both of them in second case. So this is my second case example. This is my case 2 example. Okay, in this case you see that here P of x and this is a G of x. Okay, my P of x is x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 10, and my G of x is x plus 2. Okay, whenever G of x are given, then you have to do directly long division method. Okay, you have to use directly long division method to factorize. Okay, to factorize. Okay, now we will learn about the long division method, so how to factorize them. Okay, so I'll take G of x as x plus 2 at here, and P of x inside of the bracket, that is x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 10. Okay, students, please see here. Now in this method we have to compulsory use first term. We compulsory use with the first term. Now this term I multiply with the x to find x cube. Which term I'll multiply with the x that find x cube, that is x square. So I'll multiply x with x square, that find x cube. Okay, now I'll multiply x square with the x cube. Now I'll multiply x square with the x, that's for I'll find x cube. Now multiply x square with the 2 also. So now which term you find? You found that x square, 2x square. Now you found 2x square as a new term. Now subtract them. When I subtract, the sign will be changed. Here x cube is in plus, therefore the sign will change in minus, and here 2x square is also in the plus, so the sign will change in the minus. Now take minus sign, therefore x cube is plus and second x cube is in the minus, therefore both of them are cancel out, both of them are cancel out. Now I don't want to take x. Now I don't want to take middle sign, that is plus x plus 2x square. Okay. Now we have to take minus sign. You have to take minus sign as a 2x square. So plus 13x square minus 2x square, that is 13 minus 2, that is 11, and bigger number is 13, therefore plus 11x square. Compulsory you have to take negative signs. You have to take negative signs to subtract them. Okay. Now I'll take plus 32x, add here. Okay. Now check. Now check. First term, here is x and here is 11x square. Okay. Which term I'll multiply with the x to find 11x square, that is 11x. That is 11x. 11x into x, that is 11x square. Now we have to compulsory multiply with the 2 also. Therefore 11x into 2, that is 22x. So now subtract them. Whenever I subtract, I'll change the signs of the last terms. So I'll change the signs. So here I don't have to consider this sign in both of them. You must have consider minus signs of these two terms for these two terms. Now 11x square and minus 11x square, that is cancel out. Plus 32 minus 22, that is 10x, and bigger number is 32, therefore plus 10x, and 10 are comes here. So now again I take first x with this 10x. So which number I'll multiply with the x to find 10x? So I'll multiply 10 with the x. So 10 into x, that is 10x, and 10 2s are, that is my 20. Okay. Here my question is wrong, that is here also 20 as a given. Please correct the question. Here in the question there is last term is 20 given. Last term is as a 20 given. Okay. There is my mistake. Okay. Now correct it and come here. Now 10 into 2, that is 20, and subtract them to change the sign. I'll change the sign, then cancel out these signs. So plus 10 and minus 10, that is cancel out, and plus 20 and minus 20, that also cancel out, and my remainder comes 0. Okay. Now your question is x square plus 11x plus 10. X square plus 11x plus 10. Now factorize them using middle term splitting method. Now also you have to factorize them with the middle term splitting method. So here is a 1, multiply first and last term, that is 10 ones are 10, and now factorize 10. When I factorize 10, here is a 2, 5 and 5 1. Here is a 2 into 5. Okay, 2 into 5. So which kind of the terms you have to choose as answer as 11. Here, which kind of number you have to choose, that is comes addition or subtraction as a 11. So I'll choose x square plus 10x plus x plus 10, that is 10 ones are 10 and 10 plus 1 11. So I'll split them as first two and last two terms. So what I found that in the first two terms, that is x is common, that x plus 10 are remain numbers. So as per I'll teach you that whenever you got first term, whenever you got first bracket or first term, then you should to take same bracket as with the second two terms. Okay. Now I'll take third term with this number. So I'll found that plus 1, 2 as a common from both of them. So my answer is x plus 1 and x plus 10. So here you see that here is my cubic polynomial. Here is my cubic polynomial. Therefore there are 3 zeros available for that. That is, one of them is x plus 2, second is x plus 1, and third is x plus 10. Okay. Here you found that there are 3 factors or 3 zeros of this cubical polynomial. Okay. Now we are moving on the first case. If there is only p of x are given, if there is only p of x are given, if only p of x are given, then we should to do that, find first of all first factor as g of x. We need to find g of x as a first factor. So here my question is, p of x is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. That is, my question is, using factor theorem, factorize the polynomial. Using factor theorem, factorize p of x is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. Okay. So in this case we have only given that p of x. In this case we have to see that only p of x are given, there is not g of x given. So let's find first g of x. First find g of x. So how to find g of x? By assuming the values of x. By assuming the values of x. So let x equal to 1. So first I'll take let x equal to 1. Using remainder theorem, I'll put the value of x in p of x. P of 1 cube minus 1 square plus 11 into 1 minus 6. There is 1 minus 6 plus 11 minus 6, that is 12 minus 12, that is 0. Okay, 12 minus 12, that is 0. Here my remainder comes 0. Therefore what should I tell? I tell that x equal to 1 is a factor of p of x. Now x equal to 1 is a factor of p of x. Therefore I'll take g of x as x equal to 1. Now 1 shifted on the second side, therefore x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, my g of x is x minus 1. My g of x is x minus 1. So take g of x as x minus 1 and divide using long division with the p of x to find other factors. So I'll take them as long division method. Okay. So in long division method, I am taking x minus 1 at here and divide them with the x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. Okay. So as per I tell you that first check with the first term. Always check with the first term. So my first term is x and here is a x cube. Now which term I'll multiply with the x? Which term I'll multiply with the x to find x cube? So I'll multiply x square with the x. So my answer is x cube plus x cube. Now multiply x square with the also minus 1. Therefore minus 1 into x square, that is minus x square. Okay. Now subtract them. Now I subtract them. Whenever I subtract them, I'll change the signs of the both of the terms. Both of the terms. Okay. Now when I change the signs of the both of them, then I cancel out the middle sign. Then I'll cancel out the middle sign and consider this sign for this addition or subtraction. So here is x cube is plus and x cube is minus, so cancel out. Here is 6x square is minus and x square is plus. Minus plus is minus 6 minus 1, that is 5, that is 5x square, and bigger number 6x square is in minus, therefore minus x square. Now 11x square comes here. So now check first term again, that is here is a x square and here is a minus 5x square. Okay. So which term multiply with the x to find minus 5x square? So I'll multiply with the minus 5x with the x. Therefore minus 5x into x, that is minus 5x square. There is a minus. Now you should to multiply with also 1 with the 1. Now 5x into 1, that is 5 1 is 5x. Now check the signs. Minus, that is plus. Okay. Now I'll subtract them. Whenever I subtract them, I'll change the sign of them. Okay. Here is a minus, therefore I'll change it as plus, and here is a plus, therefore I'll change with this minus. Now cancel out the middle signs. Okay. So here is a minus 5x square and here is a plus 5x square. Therefore that is cancel out. Minus 5 plus 5, that is 0. Here is a plus 11 and here is a minus 5. 11 minus 5, that is 6x, and bigger number is 11, that is plus 6x. Here 6 comes here, that is as a minus 6. Now again check first term with the x first. Okay. Which term I multiply with the x to find 6x, that is 6 plus 6. Therefore plus 6 into x, that is plus 6x. Now multiply also 6 with the 1. Now multiply 6 with the also 1, that is 6 1s are 6. And now I'll check the sign, plus minus, that is minus. Okay. Now change the signs for the subtraction. Okay, here is a plus, I'll take minus, here is a minus, I'll take plus. Okay, now again cancel out middle signs. Clear? So plus 6x minus 6x cancel out, and minus 6 plus 6, that also cancel out. Therefore my answer is 0. Therefore my remainder is 0. Now what should I found in the question? I'll found that x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, now also factorize them to find another factors of them. Here is a quadratic equation. So for the quadratic equation, which method we have to use for factorize them? We have to use middle term method. Okay, middle term splitting method. So in the middle term splitting method, I'll multiply first term and last term, that is 6 1s are 6. Okay, and now factorize 6. As per the factorization of 6, we found that 2 into 3 and 6 into 1. So which one of them we have to use as plus 6? We have to use 2 3s are 6 and 2 plus 3 is a 5. So x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6. Here please consider minus minus is a plus, 2 plus 3 5x, bigger sign is minus 3, therefore minus 5x. And also minus minus plus 3 2 is a 6, therefore plus 6. Here is a plus 6. Minus minus plus 3 2 is a 6. Therefore I'll take minus 2 and minus 3. Okay. So now split them with the first two and last two and take common from them and factorize them. So my answer is x minus 3 and x minus 2. Okay. Remaining zeros are x minus 3 and x minus 2 for the p of x. First factor is x minus 1. First factor is x minus 1 and another two are x minus 3 and x minus 2. Here are three zeros of this cubical polynomial. Okay students, I hope you have to clear all things that I teach you. This is the last topic that I will teach you for this polynomial. From the next lecture we are learn for this new chapter. Okay, so this is the last topic of this zeros of the polynomial and also last topic of this chapter 2 polynomial. Okay, so as per the today's session, I will give you the homework for this today's session. In today's session, we are learning about the factorization of the cubical polynomials with the two cases. One case that p of x and g of x, both of them are given, and second case is as if only p of x are given. Okay, so in both of the case you have to learn about the long division method and also learn and revise the middle term splitting method. Now write the homework, that is first is my question is factorize using factor theorem. That is my p of x is given as x cube minus 6x square plus 3x plus 10. Second one is p of x is equal to x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 2. third one is P of x is equal to 3x cube minus x square minus 3x plus 1. Fourth one is P of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Okay. And fifth one is P of x is equal to x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Okay students, please write fast. Okay, please write fast. Okay students, if you can't understand anything, please watch again and again to learn more for the long division and middle term splitting method. Okay students, so till then, goodbye and stay blessed.